One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going downfield for the big play. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Looking downfield on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. At the 45 on his way. Oh, the sweet feet. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Grabs it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. Brings it down inside. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Number 7.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to keep this drive alive. Crosses the 45. Turning it on. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Pulls and fires complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Grab near the sticks. It's Alvarez. Continues to fight for yards. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Owens. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. The throw to the outside is complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it. and they get the fourth down conversion.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Tennessee, 21.
First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, give on the inside. Got the first down and more. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry-up. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Owens. Good timing on the quick out. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw it. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks.
Brings it in down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To throw, it's Owens. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Slings it. Finds a man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Might as well stick with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They get to him as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Buying some time. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Might be changing the route. Off play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
To the air, it's Owens. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Under fire. The sure hands. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Tennessee! They take the lead with the 6. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The inside handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Going to sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got it on the move. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Owens. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. Bounced off his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
42, Spider.
Out of the gun, they give to the back.
The carry is for 1 yard. Pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
45.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got a man, it's Alvarez. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Grab near the marker is Barber. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Alvarez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Volunteers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for a man, it's Owens. He'll take a deep shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Go. Hawk, hawk. Timber. Gorilla. Terrier, terrier. Terrier.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. They just keep firing. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Newton. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on fourth, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with the play.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.